Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 33 of Cute Little Love Letters, and this one is titled Yin Downcast. It was hard going back to school that next day. On top of all of the thoughts swirling in your head, you would be back in your own small room away from your parents, and you felt that keenly. You still needed them close to help you come to terms with what you just uncovered. With a sigh, you stepped into Heights Alliance, heading to your room to put your things away before getting your school things together and heading to school. You were in your own little world as you stepped out of your room and almost ran straight into someone. "Oh, sorry," the gentle voice of Denki said, and you looked up at him with surprise. "Sorry I'm here. I messaged you, but I don't think you saw it," he added sheepishly. "No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. Where's my phone?" you asked then, turning back around to head back into your room to find it. "I'm so scatterbrained today," you thought as you dug through your weekend bag to find it. You found it and turned back to the door where Denki was waiting and walked out to him again. He smiled and you closed the door and headed to the elevator with him. "So, how was your weekend? You went back home, right?" he asked as you walked side by side down the hall. "Yes, I did. It was okay," you said, looking down at the floor as you walked. You were quiet after that and he could tell something wasn't right, so cleared his throat to speak again when you stopped at the elevator. "You okay?" he asked gently, watching you from the corner of his eye as you stood there waiting for the doors to open. You looked up at him and blinked. Well, I think I will be okay," you said softly. "Why do you ask?" "You just seem a little down, that's all," he said gently, looking at you and giving you a little comforting smile. You were surprised by this. Was it really that obvious? What a sweet guy, you thought. "You don't have to talk to me if you don't want to, but I'm here if you need to talk about it," he offered gently, and you gave him a grateful look. "Thank you, Denki. Thank you. I just need some time at the moment, that's all," you said with a sad smile. "I'll be okay, though." Denki was satisfied with that answer for now, and knew that it wasn't about him, so he relaxed a little, but still felt sad that he couldn't do more for you at that moment. The elevator doors opened then, and you got in and headed down to the bottom level. I stayed here," he offered as you descended to the bottom level. What do those who don't go home on the weekend do here?" you asked curiously. "Oh, we watch movies, order takeaway, do random stuff, play games," he said as he listed the things he had done. "It's pretty chill." "Okay," you said with a small nod, not really thinking that much about it. Denki watched you. He really wanted to give you a big hug and tell you it was going to be okay, but didn't want to overstep the boundaries, and so sighed lightly and remained silent. Once you had both left the building, you made your way silently across the grass to the schoolyard and entered the locker room. "Have a good day at school," Denki said just before you parted ways. "Oh," you said, suddenly remembering that he was right there beside you. "You too, Denki," you added with a small smile. He returned your smile and walked to his locker, leaving you to go to yours. Denki felt a little despondent at how you seemed so removed that day, and his sullen face showed it as he put his things away and grabbed books for the first 2 classes. "Hey dude," Sarah greeted him, noting immediately that the blonde looked down in the dumps. "Whoa, yikes. What's eating you, man?" he asked when Denki looked on the verge of tears. "Yin's really down about something, but I don't know how to help her," Denki said sadly, looking in the direction of your locker, but unable to see you for the rows between your locker and his. "Bring her something nice," Sarah shrugged. "Flowers?" "Oh, she likes gemstones," Denki said excitedly. "Maybe I can get some for her. I don't know where I'd get them from, though." Sarah shrugged and adjusted the bag on his shoulder. "Dunno," he said. "Or maybe a food she likes." Denki thought for a second. "I don't know about that either, but thanks, dude. I'll see what I can think up." "No problems, man," Sarah said with a smile. "We better get to class before Aizawa-sensei gets there, otherwise we're going to get it." "Oh, yeah, yikes. Come on, let's go," Denki said hurriedly as he closed his locker and the 2 boys left for first class. You had gotten your things and started heading to class when you were suddenly grabbed on the shoulder. "Hey!" Kendo said brightly as her face appeared in your vision. "I was calling you, didn't you hear me?" "Oh, I'm so sorry," you said with a sad look on your face. "I've been a little spacey. Sorry, Itsuka." "It's okay," she said brightly. "How was your weekend?" kinda not good, but it's okay, you said with a sweat-dropped look on your face. I'll be okay. You alright? Kendo asked with concern. Yeah, you sighed. I'm sorry, I can't really talk about it, but I'll be okay. Okay, Kendo said. If you need to talk though, I'm here. You gave her a small smile. Thank you, Sika, you said as you both entered the classroom together and took your seats. The teacher entered shortly after and took the roll and then directed you to head to your first class, which you did, but not before stopping to talk to him for a second. Sir? You asked softly as you waited for the last of the students to leave the room. Yes? He asked gruffly. There's something I need to discuss with you and the other teacher for our quirk integrity class, you said. I just found out some family information that I would rather not share with the rest of the class, but I do understand that this is important for my grades. Teacher Vlad King nodded. Okay, that's fine, he said gruffly. Come to the teacher's room in first break and we can discuss, he added. Thank you, sir, you said with a polite bow. Then you left for first class. Even though you hadn't told him or the other teacher yet, even just alerting them to a problem was enough to take the load off your shoulders, and you straightened a little as you left the room and walked down the hall. Momo, please, Denki begged as Momo left the classroom at first break with him, hot on her tail. Come on, just this once. I need something pretty for someone special. I can't go anywhere to get it, so I need you to make it with your quirk. Kaminari, I can't just make flowers or gems or whatever just like that. This is my quirk, it's not a convenience store, Momo said with a sigh as she stopped to look at Denki. I know, and I get that, but please, a really good friend of mine's upset and I want to make her feel happier, Denki said sadly. I know she likes gemstones, but if not them, then flowers, like nice ones, he added. Why don't you make it something from you and write her a poem? Momo asked. It's personal and it's from you directly to her. Man, it's so hard though. Easy for you because you're smart, he wailed. Okay, fine. I'll write something. I just hope she likes it. Momo patted his shoulder. You'll be fine, she said with a smile. I know you'll do well. Meanwhile, in the first break, you were at the door to the staff office and knocked gently before stepping in when called upon. Hello, sir, you said politely to Vlad King, who greeted you in his kind, gruff voice and invited you over to the consultation lounge where the other class teacher was there. Hello, Yin, the other teacher greeted you. What seems to be the issue? Sir, you nodded to him. My apologies for the inconvenience, but I need some advice. Yes, Yin, what is it? He asked kindly. Well, I don't want to go into too much detail, but in regards to the quirk history assignment, I found out some information from my father's side of the family which is not appropriate to share in class. My father is of Fae origin, and my mother is full human, so I'm half of each race, you said. Something happened in my father's past that relates to our heritage, and thus my quirk, and I wish not to share it. Is there something else I can focus on for the assignment? She's a brave girl. We'll see if Denki does end up writing a poem. Hopefully that'll go well. Stay tuned for chapter 34 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.